If fish are pets, then why do they still get treated like objects? There's an expectation that when you get a pet, you can meet its basic welfare needs. So why don't we have these same standards for pet fish? There has been a trend to treat pets like family, and our language and the language of pet companies reflects this. Owners are called pet parents, and we spend a lot of money on our pets. If this behavioral change has happened over past decades, then we can expect that our standards for the treatment of pet fish will also change. There's been a growing frustration among people who see the mistreatment of pet fish. And with Betta fish, there's a lot of pushback and energy to counter misconceptions about their care. If we harness this energy, where could we direct it to affect change? Who benefits the most from people being misinformed about Betta fish? The pet industry, particularly large brands and retailers, make a ton of money off of them. And they want Bettas to be perceived as easy pets that require very little space or effort, because ultimately they want to sell more fish and more products. So they're not going to be motivated to change anything unless their profit or their image is affected. So why don't we hold these large brands accountable? We expect pet companies to offer products and guidance that will support and enhance our pets' lives and well-being. But brands that make and sell Betta Bowl kits, for example, are promoting harmful products and misleading the customers that trust them. By consolidating and asking specific questions of these brands, we can keep a record of whether they are listening and document how they choose to respond. So any changes, even small ones, can serve as proof that there is progress happening. An example of one small change is that in October 2021, Petco changed its suggested minimum Betta fish tank size from 1/4 gallon to 1 gallon in its Betta fish care sheet. Because Petco made this change, we are able to say that no top US pet retailer would advise tanks under 1 gallon for Betta fish, according to their care sheets. Also, in late April 2022, we confirmed that the US Petco and PetSmart aren't currently selling any aquariums under 1 gallon. So if the top 2 US pet retailers aren't selling under 1 gallon kits, then why should other large brands like Chewy or Pet Supermarket still sell them? These industry leaders can influence and inform smaller pet stores, and they can also influence non-pet retailers that sell these kits like Wayfair, Walmart, and Amazon. And US pet industry trends can have an impact on other countries. So PetSmart Canada and Petco Mexico are still selling tanks under 1 gallon, while their US counterparts aren't. So why would they have higher standards in the US but not in other countries? We can use the actions of these pet industry authorities to support our own case. And one of our main messages is that small Betta Bowl kits are outdated and not necessary to manufacture. We have a lot of power, especially with social media at our hands. This allows us to directly address and challenge these leaders. Please help by liking this video and subscribing, and help be a part of this conversation.